back to the Phantom's Fact YouTube channel. I am back with another review, and this review is on Dune, the 2021 remake adaptation of the book. Starring Zendaya, Oscar Isaac, Dave Bautista, and what's his face? Can't think of that last guy. Jason Momoa, and other people that I don't remember their names because I don't. But before I get into this, just a bit of housekeeping. I plan on the tomorrow, which is Tuesday. I'm sorry about the ARC video that got released yesterday on Sunday, due to the fact that I had a busy weekend and stuff like that. I unfortunately couldn't get the video uploaded. Complications, I am sorry. But tomorrow I will have another ARC video, then Wednesday podcast, Thursday nothing, Friday ARC video, Saturday I will have a gaming video. I'm not going to say what it is, so it's a surprise for you guys. But anyways, let's finally talk about Dune. Released last year in 2021. I already said that, but for some fucking reason I repeated it. Anyways, I probably should talk about the story. So Dune, the planet is, some planet. I don't remember what it's called. Cut me some slack. Yeah, no, I don't remember. But anyways, it's a sci-fi dramatic world where this family who's in charge of a planet goes to this other planet called Dune, where they harvest this stuff called spice, which is the most valuable resource, but then there's like a resistance on there, and then catastrophe leads to catastrophe, and they're living for their lives. And you get a film that I think has some problems, but is pretty good. I think it is pretty good. It's kind of frustrating when you get to the final product in itself. So, the film itself follows the son of Oscar Isaac's character, who is like the leader of like a sector controlled by an emperor. It's like a division in this universe. One thing that I will say that I love about Dune, at least the series in general, even though I haven't seen the original David Lynch version of Dune, I really enjoy the world that it sets up. I love all the futuristic sci-fi technology. I love all the different like world elements, like the fact that there's shields that it prevents like bullets, so you actually have interesting combat because they have to rely on knives, because only high velocity things don't break through the shields, only if you slowly push something through. So you take a knife, you slowly push it through, and then kill the person. And then you have stuff like The Voice, where these people are almost mystical, which I think is a very interesting thing, if not explained the best, but I feel like that's kind of the point. And then just all this technology, with especially this film's visual effects. I will say, this film is a visual effects masterpiece. There are so many impressive things that they do with these effects, like the worms, and with the sand, they do this cool effect with that. And then you have these like helicopter things that fly around, and those are impressive. So like all the shot cinematography and like the score is all great. Like the cinematography, score, all of it fantastic, and especially with the effects, it really brings out the different planets and stuff like that they're going to. I really do enjoy that. The glowing eyes, I think, are a bit distracting, but you get used to them eventually. And then my main problem with this film is the characters and the ending. So to follow like a plot structure and stuff like that, there's like a double crossing and stuff like that, and it's building up to this like end attack with these people against these other people, and the main character groups up with these new people and stuff like that, and it keeps building and building and building, and then it just ends. It ends on sequel bait, which, as I've talked about in Halloween Kills, can really make the film not seem satisfying. But in this, it bothered me because I was immediately like, wait, that's the fucking end? Like, I'm like, we are really far into this, and I like the point where it ends. What with the character, what he does at that point, I do enjoy what is done with that. But a problem that I have is that it kind of builds up to all this stuff, and you see flashes of a certain character, you meet that character, and then it just ends. And it has this cliffhanger ending, which sometimes a cliffhanger ending can be good, sometimes a cliffhanger ending can be bad. But I think in this, it's not very well handled. Even though, like, I admit, the world it builds, I love the world of Dune and all of this different technology, and it's sci-fi, I love that. And it takes its own style to sci-fi, and I love the depiction of all of this in the film, and the cinematography and everything is very good. My other minor problem is the characters. I almost feel that the characters aren't the most defined. You get it, but it takes so long to understand it that it took me a while to get what the main character's motivation was in this. Like, I was so confused to what his motivation was or why he's doing everything. You get it, but it takes a while to do that. Not saying that the actors are bad. Oscar Isaac puts in a good performance. Jason Momoa I enjoy in this. All of them, I think, put in a good performance, even though there's a really over-the-top performance by the Emperor, which I think is kind of the point. He's supposed to be like this over-the-top villain. And like, all these characters I don't think are bad, or the way that the story progresses them is a bad turn. I just feel like you don't get the best sense of who they are. But I still really did enjoy this. I enjoyed all of the cinematography, the world building. The acting is good. I just think that it's not the actor's fault that the characters are bad. I more blame it to the writing. It's not that the characters are bad. Let me get that over. I don't think that the characters are bad. I just don't think they're well defined. But I still think it's a very interesting take on how this film is set up. The world building, all of this shot cinematography, even though it may not have the most satisfactory conclusion, I still feel like this film is still worth the watch. And I definitely will see the sequel that's coming. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe down below. Please comment your thoughts on the film. I enjoy other people's opinions. It may be different than mine. Make sure to like, subscribe. See you next time.